what do I need from you guys? Just support, stream support, your support. That's what I need. You know, the best way to help us right now is to just, you know, do your thing, support the stream, do your thing, you know, help out as much as you can, like we normally would, as if we had any other day. That's the only thing I can tell you guys. You know, the streams for the next few days are not going to be normal. They're not going to be long, because honestly, I'd rather be sitting in the hospital with my wife. You know, and it's not that I don't want to be here. I love all you guys, but it's my wife, and she's in the hospital, and I would rather be sitting with her than I would without. The reason I'm here tonight is because, one, I want to give you guys an update. Two, I need a distraction. And three, I need her to get some fucking rest before I get back there, because she was exhausted when I left and nobody's let her sleep. So I'm hoping with the room move, she'll be able to get a little bit of fucking sleep. That's what I'm hoping. It's been a hard couple of days. I'm not going to lie to any one of you. You know, I was a complete and utter mess yesterday. I had to pull over driving home last night because I was just such a fucking mess. If I didn't pull over, I was going to crash my car. You know, leaving my wife in the hospital overnight is not an easy task for me. Crystal and I have never really been apart as far as we're concerned. You know, I mean, okay, I went on a vacation once without her, but it wasn't even a vacation. It was a work week, and we were on the phone all fucking night together until we woke up the next day. You know, that's not something we're doing here, and I don't want to do it because they're constantly running tests, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I really, more importantly than anything, want her to get better and get her rest. Oh, listen, I don't feel like I have to be here at all. Incidentally enough, if I don't make a dime all weekend, it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna bitch over it. I'm not gonna whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, and I don't care about the money this weekend. It's not about that. You know, like I said, if you guys want to throw your bits down and stuff, that's completely up to you, and I'm grateful for it. But just know this week, I'm not giving anything for it because, well, I'm not going to give you guys enough time, and that's not fair to you. So just know that if you do put something down, it's because you want to. I can tell you guys yesterday that I don't think I ever felt more alone in my life than I ever did last night. And I mean every word of that. I don't think I ever felt more alone than I did last night. And that's a rough feeling. You know, I don't have any family here. I don't really have a whole lot of friends. I don't have time for it. And, you know, the friends I have seem to be more like fair weather friends, the ones that are local to me. You know, I do have some really good people I can lean on the phone, and friends that, you know, I have made here. And that's good. But I just wanted somebody yesterday to hold me, hug me, and say it'll be all right. You know, that's what I needed yesterday. So it's kind of tough not to have that. You know, for the first time in forever, I called my mother and I said, "Mom, I need you." You know, that's hard. So yeah, Amy, it's extremely scary. You know, extremely. I always say that, like, you know, my heart beats for her. You know, and it's actually true. You know, I'm alive because of her. And that's the truth. So, it's kind of crazy. Loretta says, I feel your pain. I know you do. Actually, I know exactly that you do. You know, I literally slept sitting up against the wall last night. I slept for a couple of hours. It wasn't many, but it was a couple. And I leaned up against the wall on my bed, and I just kind of put my head on her pillow on the wall and just kind of hugged it all night. And that's how I woke up. You know, I fell asleep crying. I woke up crying. Pretty simple. The fucking silence last night. I mean, I was sitting in my room, and I didn't turn the TV on or anything. And I had sat down. I had fed the pups, you know, and I just kind of sat down in the bed, and it was just quiet. Too fucking quiet, you know. I couldn't look over and talk to my wife. I couldn't the things I normally do at nighttime. I'm able to talk to Crystal you know, and so, yeah, I felt really alone last night. I just wanted somebody to hug me. That's all I wanted yesterday. It's all I still fucking want, but I'm not going to get it, so it doesn't matter at this point, but God, I can't believe how alone I fucking feel. My nose is raw from crying. It hurts, especially like right here from crying, wiping my nose all night, I only picked up TikTok like for 20 minutes today, which is really, and that was just why I sat there and woke up this morning for a few minutes, I had actually woke up and I texted Crystal, good morning, my love, blah, 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 my whatever. And she called me. Of course, I was half awake when she called, but she called me nonetheless. And I talked to her for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, like it's, I can talk to you, baby. This is fucking amazing. Like, wow, and so I was really happy to hear her this morning and have a normal conversation with her. And so, that kind of got me up pretty quick because it made me happy to hear from her. Even that early in the morning, I didn't care. I think she's the only woman that can disturb me out of my leave me the fuck alone for the first hour and let me wake up phase. I think she's the only fucking woman I would ever allow to fucking do that to me. Normally I'm like, I'll call you back, and I just hit off I go, but not for her, But when I say I meant 20 minutes, I meant I like doom scrolled for 20 minutes. And honestly, I'm not really sure that I remember what the fuck I even watched this morning. So that's how not my brain gave a fuck, I just wish that one of you all was here. I just wish there was somebody here for me. This is a lot of weight on my shoulders. Last night I had more chest pain than I could possibly fucking deal with. My mother says to me, Lexi, don't have a heart attack. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can prevent it from happening if it does. So, if I drop dead, at least I'll be in the hospital when I do it. That was the best feature of that. I still have just as much chest pain today. It hasn't changed. It's still, but I don't care. I'll deal with it. I'll fucking deal with it. Worst things in life right now. Even with my hip is fucking killing me right now. Like, fucking hurts. And I don't care. It's not important. I'll deal with it later. She is my number one priority. Don't have a heart attack, one day at a time, deep breath, step by step, it'll be okay. That's kind of where I'm at with it, Six, I'm just trying to calm down as much as I can, and stay as calm as I can because I am worried about that. I'll tell you, I have my nitro on standby just in case because I'm that scared of it happening. So I do have my nitro on standby just in case. Never know. It's just this is a lot of stress. I'm not used to this kind of stress. I'm just not built for it. But I had like the most aggravating pain like right here. And it hurts so fucking bad, but I'm dealing with it. I don't care. I told you I'm not important. Not right now. I don't care. I'm available anytime for anyone. I appreciate that, Rachel. Yeah, you don't need to have a heart attack. Yeah, I don't need to have one. I'm not trying to get one either. I'm just trying to keep that from happening. I can't help what my body does and how I react. I wish I could. I'm more concerned with her than I am with me. Yeah, this isn't under my ribs. I guess technically it would be, but pain I'm having is like right here, like right here. And I feel like I got a fucking car on my chest. So, I'll be fine. No, Rachel, you're right. It's not good. But it is what it is. And I'll be okay. I promise you guys, I will be fine. I survived last night. I'll survive this night. No, it's not good. But it is what it is. My main focus is my wife. That's it. I don't give a shit about me right now. I care about her. That's it. That's all I care about, guys. You have to understand, and I'm sure most of you do, I care about her. I don't care about me. I will survive. I always do. I always will. I care about her more than I do me right now. And yes, I'm chain smoking. So all my trolls, fuck you. I don't care. Anyway. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of walking. I mean, there's that. I'm not really eating, so there's that too. I'm gonna lose some weight this weekend. No doubt. If I haven't already, I'm going to. I tried to eat last night. I bought a 20-piece nugget and I ate 3. Yeah. I had a 20-piece nugget. I ate 3. Fucking 3. That was dinner, folks. I'm just not hungry. I can't will myself to eat. I've tried. I just can't do it. Just can't eat. Can't bring myself to do it right now. Drinking is about all I'm going to do. So I was afraid that Kathy was, Kathy, Jesus, that's how fucking brain fried. Kathy's my second wife. Well, ex-wife. Anyway, that Crystal, I was confused that, at 53, she'd be having a fucking stroke. I'm like, 53? She's fucking 53. My concern was maybe, you guys know that she's on estrogen and progesterone. You guys know that. I was concerned that maybe the estrogen and progesterone had caused a blood clot that caused her to stroke. That was my initial thought, when I started going down the stroke road, obviously. That was my initial thought. Maybe it was caused from her estrogen and progesterone because she's a smoker, but that wasn't the case. It's not a blood clot. There's no ischemic evidence, no whatever the other one is. I certainly want answers really soon, Keen. I'll tell you, I can't even begin to tell you how much I want answers. There's no words to describe how much I want answers, and I want good news, not shit news. I mean, no matter what, no matter what the outcome is, we will fight whatever this is. If it ends up being bad, then we'll fight it either way. That's it. We'll fight it either way. So, yeah, the waiting is definitely the hard part, no doubt, and it sucks. I hate I hate the not knowing part, that part has me just fucked, I don't like the waiting game. I can tell you that she is not making any medical decisions for herself. That is my job as her spouse. One of the nurses got lit today too. Really lit. She was upset because on one of her notes that she had read, they referred to me as her partner. I'm not her fucking partner. I'm her fucking wife. And Crystal wanted it changed immediately. So that should tell you something. And it says, well, it makes you feel slightly better. I'm naked about to sit in the tub. Well, appreciate the visual. It works. Put a smile on my face. Funniest thing, though, like I said, I leaned over and she grabbed my boob and go, honk, honk. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's cute. But don't you dare get me going right now. All these people walking in and out, in and out, in and out. It's like, oh, my God, Anyway. That's the bright side. Maybe I'll go back and do the same thing to her. Take her Tracy's dog over there. I get a Brandon check. Oh, my God. Just saying. Tracy's dog will fix everything. Girl, I keep telling you, if you ain't got one, you're missing out. That's all I'm saying. Girl's best friend. I'd like to think so anyway. Well, it's one of my best friends, okay? So there's that. Not that it's getting much use lately. That's what I'm saying. Nixon's name was Tricky Dick. That's what I'm saying, girl. Just can't trust a dude. That's what I'm saying. Tricky Dick. You can't trust a dude. She's fine. She has a mass in her brain. That's all. God, my hip hurts. Oh, God, is it fucking hurt? I don't know what hurts worse, my chest or my hip. Seriously, I mean that. Keep chain smoking, maybe it'll go away. Just sitting here hurts. Like I'm telling you, like my hip is on fire. My hip is on fire. My God, if my kids lost their favorite doggies, it would be hell to pay, and they're teenagers. Yeah, really. I feel that. I can't lose my favorite doggies. I got one there, and the other's in the top fucking drawer of my dresser. Well, nightstand. So, can't lose the dogs. Twitch just isn't going to be a normal night for a while, at least until maybe next week when Crystal's actually home. And then maybe Twitch will get back to somewhat normal by then. I'm hoping. But like I said, guys, the best way to support, if you guys want to help, is to just throw down, support the stream the best you can. That's the best way to support me right now. That's all I can tell you guys. But that is the best way to help, guys, So if anybody wants to know how to support, that's the best way to do it. Help me keep the fucking stream up. That's all. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off now. So thank you, everybody. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off for the night. I will see you all later. I will see you guys probably tomorrow at some point. Give you an update if I have one. All right. I love you guys. Have a great night. And we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.